Guys, today we are going to talk about Elrond. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Glad you guys are watching, checking it out. Guys, we're going to teach you about Elrond, what they're doing, how they're changing the game, and a cool new app. Well, it's not new, but they've had it. But a lot of people are talking about it now. It's called Mayor. So it's kind of like a Coinbase slash Cashap slash Venmo all mixed in one. It's pretty cool. I'll do a little tutorial on my phone so you guys can see it as well. But let's go ahead and go over Elrond and what they're looking to do to change the game. So Elrond, it is similar. it's a mix of several different projects. So this guy Benjamin Minsu and Onions was like he was an investor and helped in the blockchain platform at NIM. He was an early investor in several projects like Zilliqa, Tezos, Brave, and Binance. So this guy has but he's been in the crypto space a long time. He knows what he's doing. It's not like, bro, this is like, cool. I like Bitcoin. Let me just buy some. No, this guy knows a little bit about cryptocurrencies and he knows what he's doing. Very knowledgeable guy. I'm going to play a part of the interview. I'll play it towards the middle of this video so you guys can understand it, see what he's talking about. But this is what makes Elrond so unique. So they do offer staking with it, but it's a secure proof of stake. So it's not just staking. So how secure proof of stake works is a little bit complex, but let me play the clip so you guys can understand it.
Adaptive state sharding essentially means is that first you have sharding. The sharding part means that you basically parallelize transaction processing. So while in Ethereum or Bitcoin you have this serial way of processing transactions where all machines process transactions, all transactions at the same time, in Elrond you basically split, divide, and conquer. And this is a way through which you can come to an improvement of 1000x. It's extremely difficult to make this work, but if you can do that, this is the only way that will grant you a sufficiently high improvement so that you can really accommodate internet scale performance. And the second point is, so it's sharding, then state sharding, because there are obviously several versions of sharding. State sharding is the most difficult of them, but the whole point is, again, dividing and conquering things. And the adaptivity part means that if you build this network, you want to be able to run it with 2 shards, but then also with 100 shards. The idea is that the network should be able to adapt based on demand. So that you are not constrained to launch with 100 shards from the beginning, which would essentially be very, very ineffective. So this is sharding in 2 words is parallelization of transactions. And that secure proof of stake part essentially means that if you can process transactions in parallel and have a much higher bandwidth, then the second thing you really require is a consensus mechanism that is really efficient, so you don't have proof of work and don't run into the same problems that proof of work runs into. Then second, it's really fast. Latency is low, and you can have much faster finality than in other consensus mechanisms. And then third and most important probably is it's very, very secure. And the security in secure proof of stake comes via random sampling of the consensus group. So this means that out of 500 validators number that you have in a shard, you basically have 61 validators that are chosen every 5 seconds randomly and then reshuffled every 5 seconds. And then at the end of each epoch that we define as a day in Elrond, you have another layer of security by which essentially 1/3 of nodes in each shard are randomly reshuffled to other shards. So to summarize this, the adaptive state sharding part means that you can parallelize transactions so that you can scale significantly. And the secure proof of stake part means that you can process these transactions really fast, really efficient, and really, really secure. So that by combining these two components, you have a working model for the internet scale blockchain. This is how we see Elrond at this point.
So as you guys can see, he's a pretty smart guy and knows what he's talking about. But if you guys want to check out the full interview, I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can check it out. But mainly what you need to know is Elrond is working with sharding. So there are a lot of blockchains that do claim that they are offering sharding, but they really don't offer sharding. It's just hey, look, we're doing this, this, and this, and we're promising all these things, and yet they don't even have a live blockchain or a live project. This is live. So you hear all these promises, everyone's saying, yeah, it's going to do this, this, and this. I mean, I'm not going to beat on Polkadot or Cardano. I'm bullish on both of them. Those are both great projects. The reason why I'm bullish on them, well, is because the people who helped create Ethereum are working on it, so they know how to make a working product. But they are not mainnet, so they are not live. However, there are other ones that are live, like Kusama, which is the canary chain for Polkadot. And yes, we did do a video on Kusama. If you want to check it out, basically all you need to know is if you know what Polkadot is, that's what Kusama is, basically. So currently the network is running 2,169 validator nodes split into 4 shards. So with each shard, I believe it's about 10... No. With 2 shards, they can process about 10,000 transactions per second, which is like nuts. Visa, being a private company, they can't even hit 10,000 transactions per second. That's just not cool. I don't know. But anyways, it was actually tested that 263,000 transactions per second in a public environment with 1,500 nodes from 29 countries and 50 shards was able to be done. That's nuts, guys. That's like almost 1 million transactions a second. I mean, how many transactions can you have in a day? Well, we only have 7 billion people, and it's not like you're going out there buying something every second. But anyways, side note. So let's hit back onto their website so you guys can learn a little more about it. But this is staking. I'm so sorry, guys. You guys are probably like, what's the max supply? What's all this? Well, you guys got eyes. You can read. I'm just kidding. I'll let you guys know. Currently, the market cap is about 1.2 billion or 1.27 billion. It had a little bit of pump today. A lot of people were talking about it today, especially with this Mayor app. Again, this project's mainnet, which is pretty swoot. Again, fully diluted market cap, 2.3 billion. So, guys, this project still has a lot of room to grow. Again, this is a live project. It's LIVE, not live or testnet. So the max supply is 31,415,000. So you guys see the max supply. That is not the full supply that can be released. It's hard to explain. I'll get into it so you guys can understand it. But it could be less than that, but that's the most it could be. So depending on how quickly this is adopted or how many people get on board with this, the lower the maximum supply will be. You guys will understand it. I'll get into it in the video. So guys, stay tuned. Don't go away. The total supply is 21,128,342. Also, here's a breakdown of the different accounts. If you guys wanted to, you can count up all 10,000 of these, and whoever takes the time to do it, leave it in the comments below about how many eagles there are. So if you want to do that, go for it. But this is the top holder. This isn't really the holder. I believe this is the dev fund. Let me pull it up. Yeah, so I don't believe this is one specific holder. I believe these are like the funds or the token release schedule, or maybe some of the early investors locked into a contract. You guys can research them a little more to find them out or see what they are. But a couple, well, again, we're done with the tokenomics. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can play around with this and look into it. We're not going to go into a deep dive on tokenomics and whatnot, but I want to talk to you guys about the project. So they are offering staking. So this is how it's a little different from Ethereum. Yes, there are side projects like we did Rocket Pool. We talked about Rocket Pool and Anchor, how you can still participate in Ethereum staking, but you can't really participate in Ethereum staking on the Ethereum network without that 32 ETH. You can actually participate in the staking with Elrond by staking on their own platform. So you don't even have to go through another project or another node and have to trust they're going to perform right and have to have your tokens slashed or your reward slashed, yada, 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 all kinds of stuff. But here's why you should stake on Elrond. First, you're an early adopter. Guys, these are not always going to be minted. These tokens are not always going to be released. This is a limited supply. So keep that in mind. If you guys are going to stake, do keep in mind these things with the staking. There's a minimum of 10 e-gold. There's no maximum. Yeah, no dip. What are the waiting list rewards? They ask about that, or people are asking about it. It's 4,000 e-gold, and it's, well, actually it's updated to 5,000, and it's distributed weekly, but the details are determined based on how many deposits. Here's how the delegations go. You have like if there's 1 million is 20% APR, 2 million, 10%, whatever. You guys can see that right there. The staking, here's the unstaking. The unstaking, again, it's 10 days, which is 10 epochs. After 10 epochs, so I think 1 epoch is for each day. Well, yeah, that's what it would be. So you guys can see how it looks. This is the delegation dashboard. This is actually directly onto your wallet. You can have one of these wallets on your cell phone too. You can also do it on the Mayor app. I'll let you guys see the app. It's really cool, man. It's literally like the Coinbase, but it's decentralized. You own your keys. You own your crypto. It's really cool. I really like the protocol. I really like the neatness of the product. It's smooth, slick, clean. It's not clunky. It's not too many things. It's nice. You'll see. So here's just a little more about the Elrond process, how it works, what they're looking to do. But the main thing I took from it is this is what the guy said specifically. He said, we're not trying to beat Ethereum. You can't beat Ethereum. Ethereum is one of those things that are already well established. Everyone's on them. In the crypto sphere, this is why I'm so bullish on this project, is the words he said. He said, in the crypto sphere, if you want to be successful or have your project take off, you have to find that niche. We already found the problems. We already found those solutions. Now we need to hit on those problems that are within the solutions that are provided, which are like in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I really recommend you guys listen to the interview. The guy is a very smart guy. He's very knowledgeable and he knows what he's talking about. So guys, these tokens were actually really, really cheap for the early investors. I got this spreadsheet so you guys can see it. But the early investors, the token price was only 65 cents. This was for the initial exchange offering. This was on, sorry guys, I probably lost you, hang on. This was on the Binance exchange. So it was a Binance exchange listing. It was the second one that was done. And again, it was 65 cents for the token. They raised about 13 milli. So they sold a big amount. They sold 25% of the supply, which is about 5 million. Then they had a private sale for 50 cents. And then they also had the team getting a total of 3.8 million. And obviously those were free. Well, not really free because they spent a lot of time in this project and time is not free. So if the team doesn't have a stake, you should be worried because they're basically just releasing a project and it's like, oh, they don't care. But if they have too many, then it's like, oh, this is a rug pull. They're going to pump and dump. So keep that in mind, guys. It's not bad if the team has tokens. The company reserves 17. This is for marketing and so on. But you guys can kind of see the distribution of the tokens. And here's how the inflation rate's going to go. Again, these private sale are locked up. So the next unlocking period is in January. So if you guys want to see how that looks, see on January 4th. This actually used to be called the ERD token, FYI. They had a token switch where it took one token to, or 1,000 of the ERD tokens to one eGold. So you got, okay, so it didn't sell off immediately, but you guys can kind of see as soon as the token lock was released, it kind of sold off a bit. That's normally what happens whenever there is a token release. Like here on July 4th, let's check July 4th. Well, I wish we could check July 4th. It doesn't even go back that far. It's probably because it swapped the token. Because again, it swapped from GRD to, well, eGold. I'll leave a link in the description for this as well so you guys can check it out and get a better understanding of it. But yeah, that's the token release. So going back to the delegation, can I withdraw? Yeah, you can withdraw it 10 days. You guys can see it. You can delegate more than once from the same wallet. So if you delegate and undelegate, yes, you can redelegate again. So do keep that in mind. So this is really cool about the eGold. This is a little article by the CEO, Benjamin Minsu. Mince and onions? I'm just going to say that every time. The eGold currency is designed for simplicity and global adoption. Guys, that's huge. So before we had Bitcoin and Ethereum, you got all these long, lengthy addresses, and people are like, okay, I send that to that, and if I lose my PIN code or if I type it in wrong, all my funds are lost forever. What? What does that mean? No, instead with eGold or Elrond, they take a completely different perspective. In fact, when you sign up, you start by plugging in your phone number. You enter in your phone number, you download your private keys, and you set your own password or PIN, whatever you need, and boom, you're done. It's easy. You just set it up, and then if someone wants to send you money, you can create, like on Cashap, you have your own cash tag. Instead, this time you have your own tag that someone can call you or send you money by. Almost like unstoppable domains. People can send you money to your actual tag. So it's kind of like, oh, wow, that's really cool. So you can use it on social media or social media or on different platforms. Like, well, they call them hero tags. Like, for example, my hero tag is @houseman. So it's really easy. So like if I'm like, hey, bro, pay me some money. I need you to pay your rent for the house. It's @houseman. So people are like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll pay you @houseman, not A3245675B64TG3X5G. No, it's just pay me @houseman. So this is how it's a transition from atoms to bits, is how it's reshaping the world. So just how it went from books to ebooks, that was huge. I mean, think about Amazon. From mail to email, I mean, people call it snail mail now. Now it's from gold to eGold. You guys are all seeing that with Bitcoin as well. All the millennials and you got the Winklevoss boys, billionaires, like, look, this digital gold, and that's what they're calling it. I mean, it doesn't have a touch, feel, hold type of grasp to it, but it has a store of value to it in the sense that there is a limited supply. So this is this is cool about Elrond. Obviously, it has the transactions per second going for it, which is huge. It is mainnet, which is huge. It's ahead of the game, and it has a very easy way to pay people. So it's solving the solution that Bitcoin didn't solve, which was transactions that were fast and low fees. It's solving the issue Ethereum didn't solve. It also is given the smart contract platform, but the transactions per second are slow and the gas fees are ridiculous. If you guys haven't been watching the videos, we're literally paying like $60, $70 gas fees. I just made a video on the gas fees. It's a gas fee hack, so you can actually get paid cash back. Actually, you can get paid to transact in Ethereum, so it's really cool. I recommend you guys check out that video. Again, guys, everything I talk about here on this channel, it is not financial advice. This is just information, what is out there, and for your entertainment purposes and information, so you guys can have that in your bag, because everyone knows knowledge is power. So please take what you learned from this video, go out there, do more research, and guys, put on your big boy pants. If you make an investment, it's your fault if you make money or lose money, not my fault. I'm just telling you what is out there. But again, guys, if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying this content and I'm bringing value to you, please go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That way you guys are updated, because a lot of this content is time sensitive. And if you don't get to it in time, you guys could have missed the pump, or you guys could have missed the information. So keep that in mind. So this is a smart contract platform. Elrond is very cool, great product. It has built-in scarcity. Obviously, there's a limited supply. That was the worry about Ethereum, but now they have EIP 1559, so technically it could be de-inflationary. So eGold is a limited supply, and in the future it may be going down with a burn mechanism, so do keep that in mind, guys. There is a limited supply. Will you own one? 8 billion people, 20 million initial gold supply. Okay, well, hey, that's a good way to get people on it, right? So here's what I was talking about, the strong incentive for the max supply limit. So this is what they're doing. They have a range. So obviously the more people, this is the network inflation, the black bar. So this is year one. We're in year one right now. So we're going to have a lot of inflation. And then the transaction fees, which are transacting between different wallets or transacting for things. So keep in mind that the transaction fees are 0.00005 or 0.00004, just about eGold. So very, very, very small transactions. So you guys can see that right now you have adoption, so you're going to have a lot of the network inflation, which is going towards the staking. And the reason why you're like, well, how's transaction fees are going to take advantage or change that? Well, this is how. The more people that are transacting on the network, just like they are on Ethereum. If you guys didn't hear the announcement last night or last month, $800 million in gas fees. That's nuts, guys. If you guys don't know how much you're spending in gas, go to fees.wtf and put your wallet in there, and you'll be like, wow, that's nuts. So you guys can see the inflation rate, yada, yada, yada. Estimated transaction fees are in the white. So obviously their goal is to limit the full network inflation, and what they call it is quote unquote bootstrapping. What bootstrapping is bringing more people onto the network, and just like Bitcoin did. It used to be a 50 Bitcoin, or was it 50? No, it was 25. I'm sorry, 25 Bitcoins per block, and that was back in the day when it was like Bitcoin $1 or 50 cents. Let's get one. Yeah, I'll load up my bags at that. So again, the sum of the theoretical supply limit right here is 31, which can be reached over 10 years. So it could be less than that. So keep that in mind, guys. Adoption reduces this theoretical inflation, like I explained earlier. So again, here you guys can see the theoretical supply. So if you have the initial supply right here, so it's just capped at 21 million. That's just what it is. That's how they started it. So again, CoinGecko, it was a little off. So your supply is at 20 million. So keep that in mind. So year one, you have the black being your network inflation, the transaction fees. So say, for example, the network inflation is just like this, but the transaction fees just go nuts and ham, like just crazy people are taking it on. And it's going to be like, wow, bro, this is it. We're good. So you guys can also see that model here, Elrond growth stimulation scenarios. So it also increases the transactions per second growth, as well as the transaction value generated in eGold, or transaction fee value generated in eGold, because obviously how that works is more people buying into it, the higher price it goes, da 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 da, and so on. I'm sure you guys can see that with Ethereum gas fees. They are ridiculous, man. So there's a cool little chart they have. They have the money properties, so they display gold, fiat, and eGold. And they basically, it shows check, fungibility, portability, durability. divisibility. Too bad they don't have physical ability, because it would not get a check for that. Gold and fiat would have the physical ability, or whatever, physicality. Utility, scarcity, divisibility, it explains the definition of each. We are not going to go over that because I'm not just going to read over that. That's not what you're here for. You're here for other information. It's a little harder to get, I assume. So year one, this explains the max total supply, so you guys can kind of see it in numbers. But again, this is the greatest chance of what it could be. So here's their stock to flow model. So this is what it's saying, possibly with like the price is what it would be. So keep that in mind. They are predicting that it would be around 274. So it could be a little early. I don't know. It could be baked in the price it is now. I can't predict the future, so I'm just giving you guys the information that I see and that they provide. The Mayar app, or Mariar app, huge. It's really awesome, guys. It's a really cool product. In fact, let's show you guys the app. Welcome to Coinbase 2.0. All right, guys, let's show you the Mayar app. So really neat app, really cool app. You got your cryptocurrencies split up. You got eGold, Binance, Ethereum, da-da-da-da. So you guys can see on the main screen, play around with it. You got a couple new features. So first, obviously, you have the eGold price. Next, you have like where it says opportunity. You can stake on here, but you can't stake on this app right now. They are bringing that out sooner. You can stake on the computer. It has plenty of potential, like as in you can buy eGold, it grows your value, and you can set up weekly targets and so on. So it's really cool, neat, and easy to use. It's got nice features, nice layout, really smooth. You can easily deposit crypto. If you want to send me some crypto, send it to me at @houseman. I'm just kidding. That's my hero tag. Don't send me crypto. I don't need your crypto. You keep it for yourself, please. So you guys can see it's really easy to use. You can scan QR codes. This is my bird, Tuki. She's cool. She's the whoa man. She gets it done. My cash tag or hero tag is houseman, so it's really easy to set up. You got a couple of different stickers. It's like a social media type of thing. Like my sticker right now, I'm called a loner because I have no friends. But if you have 10 or more friends, you can upgrade and so on. Then you have the learning sticker. Obviously, the more you learn, the longer you're on the app, the higher sticker you get. So it's pretty simple and easy to understand. And then obviously you have the money. So right now I'm a shrimp because I don't have 10 eGold in my wallet. And you can get more, and obviously the biggest chart or the biggest ranking is the whale. No brainer. You can add contacts to easily pay them. Here's the different currencies you can use, which is eGold, Binance Coin, BNB, and Ethereum. You can easily withdraw, deposit. You can buy some through the app. Right now, if you're in the US, you can't buy it through the app. You just have to deposit on it and bite the bullet. Not really. It's a cool app, easy to use. And the transaction fees are so cheap. It's like 0.00005 eGold per transaction, which is like nothing. It's really cheap. I mean, if you guys are crazy about Ethereum gas fees, I mean, it's nothing. So it's a really cool app. Recommend you guys look at it. You could save your friends, recommend your friends, get some more stickers or whatever. Or you can just be a loner or a shrimp. This is like the best part about the app. They have this like reward code, and if you put in UISIM8UUYO or UUYO, you get $10 after you deposit $200 or buy $200 worth. And it's like the coolest part of the app. It's like the referral program. Leave me as your referral, guys. Come on. Anyways, guys, that's the Mayar app. Really cool, easy to use. I sum it up like the Coinbase / Venmo / Cashap of the apps. And the coolest part about it is you own your own keys. So it's, yes, you got your keys. So it's, yeah, yo, crypto. I would dig into this white paper, but it's really intense and I don't feel like going through it on this video. Just look over the white paper. Just read over it. If you guys have questions on it, you can DM me. I'll answer some of the questions you have. They also have a Telegram group. The guys are really good over there. They answer questions very well. But this project is similar to Avalanche. Watch our video on Avalanche, and not with the not with the snow consensus, but look, or snowman consensus, but look at sharding. So watch a couple of videos on sharding. It'll explain it to you. But basically, you have one guy transacting these, and then you have another two guys transacting those, and they transact theirs, and so on. So let me see if there's a little, here's a little example of a sharding tree structure, so you guys can see what it kind of looks like. But again, I'm not going to go over this. You guys can do your own research and figure that out. But let's go and play the video on how this Maillard app looks. It's really cool. Let's get into it. So yeah, guys, that app is pretty awesome. But here's a couple of their partners. They got NGC, Woodstock, Maven 2, Electric Capital, Binance. They got a really strong investor backing. You guys can read more about them. Guys, it's really cool. They're making leaps and bounds in this, and they're doing a really good job. I like their team. They're very responsive. They aren't like a what can you call them? Pump and dumpers or scammers or people who are just ignoring you or block you on Telegram. Yeah, people do that. If you ever have a project that does that, stay away. So you guys can see the roadmap they're on. They've already see the bootstrapping. This is what they're working on right now. You guys can see they're basically working on all this right now. Maillard's launched staking, DeFi, decentralized exchange, DeFi 2.0 model name service. And now, guys, this is going to be cool too. DeFi digital identity and DeFi interoperability. So these guys also have a mix like with Polkadot too. So it's crazy. Guys, these guys are literally mixing all the blockchains and putting them all into one. And look how easy it is to buy eGold. You can just buy it. They have it easily integratable on their website. It's boom, done, easy to do. And guys, these transactions are so fast and they're cheap, easy to do. It's awesome. So guys, if you are new to the channel and I brought some value to you, or if I didn't bring value to you, just hit that like button anyways, because it takes 2 seconds. I mean, it takes me longer to make this video, right? And subscribe, guys. Why haven't you subscribed? If you don't subscribe, then it's like you don't get notified with new videos. If you do subscribe and you don't want to get notified for the videos, just don't hit the bell notification. But you still sub, so it's cool. You guys join the club. We'll leave you guys with a wisdom one-liner, Proverbs chapter 28. Guys, if you don't get any value out of any of this, you gotta get value out of this. This is the most valuable part of every video that's done. Proverbs chapter 28, verses 14. Blessed is the one who always trembles before God, but whoever hardens their heart falls into trouble. Guys, what this means is fear only God and do not harden your heart against others. You guys are listening like, harden your heart. What does that mean? My heart's not ice. My heart's not black. What does that mean? No, it means like if someone's like, hey, bro, can you help me? Or not bro, but hey, I need some help cleaning up in the yard. Or, hey, can you help me chop down this tree? Or, hey, can you help me do some yard cleaning today? Or, hey, can you help me do the dishes? It's loving, caring, helping other people. It's awesome. So, guys, spread the word. Be good to people. It's not about you. We're here on this earth to bring others to Him. And again, guys, I can't stress this enough, but don't worry about tomorrow, and always give with a giving heart. Because if you give with a grudge, people know you're giving grudgingly. That's great and all you gave, but if you don't give with a giving heart, it's not like you given at all. Because the person you gave to, they feel like they owe you something. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification. That way you guys can be ahead of the game every time we make a new video.